To our chief meteorologist, Deidre McKenzie, how are things looking?
Hey, things are looking a little chilly, Carmen. Temperatures are kind of flirting with the freezing mark right now. Before we get started, though, I do want to showcase a gorgeous viewer photo that was submitted to us via Billy through our weather app. It's called A Beautiful February Sunset. Just some gorgeous colors that were found up above if you were looking up earlier this evening. But as far as those temperatures, well, today it was definitely cold to start. Temperatures struggled though through the afternoon. We only had a high of 51, which was about 10 degrees below the average. So it was definitely a chillier day. As we look at the temperature trend overall, though, over the past 2 weeks, chilly has been the theme, or at least below the average, indicated by the blue backgrounds that you see. We only see a couple of red backgrounds indicating days that we had above average temperatures. So it's been cool for a while, but we're going to warm things up eventually, starting tomorrow in terms of the afternoon. But we do have another cold night to deal with. Not terribly cold though. Right now it's flirting with freezing in Meridian. It's 33 degrees. We have a south wind at about 5 miles per hour, so it feels like it's in the upper 20s, but that south wind is key because the south wind will help to kind of kickstart the warm up that we're going to see throughout our Friday. But as far as Butler, you're at 33 degrees right now. Quitman, you're also at 33. It feels a little bit cooler when you factor in the wind. And for Newton right now, you're at 34 degrees. So as far as what we're expecting, we're going to keep our temperatures quite chilly overnight. Again, we are going to bottom out around that freezing mark early on our Friday morning, but because of the south wind, it may become a bit warmer as we get closer to sunrise, as many of you may start the day with temperatures more so into the mid and upper 30s. But here's a check of our first alert radar. We have a few passing clouds, but for the most part, we're expecting clear skies overnight. Again, that south wind dominates for tomorrow, so out ahead of that cold front that's going to come through, it is going to be a mild day with lots of sunshine. But once the cold front crosses, it won't bring us any rain. We're not expecting much in the way of any clouds, but it will shift the winds. So we'll go from a southerly wind to a northerly wind again, and that's going to lead to some slightly cooler weather as we jump into the weekend. So as far as what to expect, again, we're going to have a cold kickoff to our Friday. Warm in the afternoon with temperatures near 70. Average high should be in the low 60s, so it's going to be above the average tomorrow afternoon. Saturday, we're expecting mid-30s to get cooler, a bit cooler, I should say, as we head towards Saturday afternoon. Again, cooler than Friday because of the cold front that's moving through on Friday. But then we'll be back up to highs near 70 by Sunday afternoon. Here's the big picture. This is the jet stream dipping down towards our neck of the woods and across much of the East Coast. That's leading to our temperatures that have been on the cooler side of things. But the jet stream lifts north as we head into next week, and actually much of the country is going to tap into a warmer scenario. So here's a check of what you can expect for next week. Again, average high should be in the low 60s. We're going to jump above the average and staying there for really each and every day next week, with highs each day flirting with 70 degrees. As far as our next good chance of rain, it's not looking like it's going to be into the middle of the week. We're going to have a dry weekend, which you can look forward to. Monday looking pretty good, but Tuesday into Wednesday, we'll throw in the chance for some few to scattered showers. We're still fine-tuning things, so we'll be watching that and we'll keep you posted, but we have days before we'll need the umbrella. So for tonight, keep the heat cranked up. Temperatures kind of flirting with freezing before your Friday. TGIF highs will flirt with 70. It's going to be a gorgeous way to wrap up the work week. Here's that 10-day forecast at 10. A decent weekend, although a little cooler for Saturday compared to Sunday. But again, a series of 70s next week. Your type of forecast.
Yes, yours too.